What is up, my Morphin Maniacs? This is Statazord coming to you from the core of the Morphin Grid as usual, and we're going to be checking out the final member of BTS as an individual artist, and that is RM. We're going to be checking out Forever Rain, so if you like this content, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below. I know you want to, and leave me, whatever you want to let me know about BTS or RM or anything that you want to let me know about. And we're going to get right into it. It is Morphin time. Already really deep. This is about like depression and how he's wishing that it was raining because he doesn't want everybody to see him in his misery. He wants everybody to be distracted by their own, I guess, by the rain, and by, I guess, the rain is metaphorical for their own problems and stuff like that. And he's basically going through life in misery and in this depression and not knowing how to get out of it and just wanting to be left alone because he's so miserable. And I think that speaks to a bigger issue of mental health. I am a big proponent of mental health and addiction, especially in men, just because I'm a man and I know how mental health and depression goes. I have severe anxiety and depression as a man, and it's it's hell, you know. I mean, I don't want to get into it too much, but I, I I'm a big proponent of this, and I really this needs to be spoken out on a lot more. I think men need to be a lot more comfortable speaking out on their emotions. And I am in a group. We we have meetings with a group of men, and we talk about how we're doing with our mental health, and a lot of us had addiction issues that we are overcoming and stuff like that. But we need to be more open about letting each other in on our issues. Not to say that we shouldn't be masculine and try to provide and be the strong center for families and stuff like that. But there are times when men have issues that you don't want to let your wife or your partner know what's going on, because you feel like that will make you seem weak. But if you're in a group with men that understand that, and you can actually share and get advice, and just to let it out, honestly, just to get it out sometimes is a big relief, is a big weight off your shoulders. So anyway, back to the video. This is amazing, and I think that it reminds me of, I think the name is Shunji Iko, the guy who did the Spiral horror manga, or whatever it was. I forgot what it was called, but I just saw a video essay on it that was really good, and that looks like the art style that's done here. It's very beautiful. It's very, like I was talking about with the J Hope video, the black and white photography and stuff. This is reminiscent of that black and white. That uh it just makes everything pop a lot more when you use black and white. It just makes it feel a lot more, I don't know how to say it, but it has a certain feeling to it that is very um, powerful. And I think that this is a really great way to showcase a song like this, "Forever Rain," talking about, like, well, what I'm assuming "Forever Rain" is either a hope that everybody won't notice the depression that you're dealing with forever, or just acknowledging, well, not acknowledging, but just the depression kicking in and saying, I'm always going to be like this. And that's kind of what depression is like. You feel like there's no hope. And I think that that's one of the things we need to overcome, but it's done beautifully. Man, that hit me hard. That was really emotional. That really hit me hard. That was really well done. That was very powerful. That was very powerful, and I think that's the message. Not not that I don't think he's promoting depression. I think he's just acknowledging that depression can be something that can take over, and you almost hope for, I don't know, I don't know, you hope for everybody else to be as depressed as you so that you won't feel so out of place, you know? So, you know how sometimes you can feel so depressed and everybody else is like having things go well and you just feel so alone because you're the only one that's in this deep hole and everybody else is just doing well and having, you know, a good life and having kids and, you know, no financial issues and stuff like that. But then you see yourself and you say, I'm never going to be like that. So all I can do is hope that everybody else is going to be depressed or have something going on so they don't notice how bad you're doing because it feels embarrassing. So anyway, we'll get to it in the command center. It's morphin time. Holy crap, man. That was emotional. That was really that got to me, man. Like I felt the pain that he was talking about in that song, man. Like I felt that in my core. Like I know exactly what he's going through. Like that's so awful, but it needs to be acknowledged, especially in men. I think women, it's a lot easier to share their emotions with other women, but for men, it's like it's a sign of weakness to share that you're having a difficult time, and especially on that level where you're feeling like, you know, I don't even want to be here anymore. Like this is so difficult. I don't even know if sorry. Like I don't even know if I want to be here anymore, you know? And I get that. I get that completely. And it needs to be discussed more often. It really does. I think that if we shared with our brothers and they opened up and they reciprocated, I think this world would be a lot better place. I think that mental health would be a lot less prevalent. And I think we need to advocate for men to be a little more open about their feelings with each other because together is the only way that we can really feel the community power. Um, you know, especially today with the world of internet and everything like that, we're always behind a camera, we're always on our phone, and we're not doing activities together with other men and stuff like that, and feeling like we have a place in the world. And sometimes that feeling of being wanted or having a place in the world is really the beginning steps to healing, and we really need that in our lives, especially for men who didn't have fathers growing up. You know, we kind of learned from our mothers, and they're with no masculine energy to kind of teach you the ways of life. Basically, as a man, you have to learn when you're older from other men that did have fathers and can teach you. But anyway, I think this video was amazing, and I think it needs to be shared a lot more, and I'll do my best to share it because it's definitely a topic that I love to, well, not love to, but that I feel needs to be discussed more, and people need to be more open about it. And channels like my friend Jeff from It's Not Your Fault, he he does a lot of stuff on mental health and addiction and stuff like that. And I just think that it's such needed a needed thing that we as men should accept and promote in our lives and in other people's lives and other men's lives. So anyway, I thought that the animation was amazing, the lyrics were on point, everything about it was just dope as hell. I loved it. RM, you're amazing. I'll look forward to checking out more of your individual tracks as well as your entire BTS catalog. And all I can say is I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to see you next time. And as usual, it is morphing time, baby.